Constellation of Starke would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for this recognition. We appreciate that recognition. The people who are part of the Constellation of Starke executive team are dedicated to improving our county, our city, our towns, and our outlying communities. The objectives of the Constellation of Starke are to make our communities better places to live, work, and play. They want to improve the economic outlook of our communities by attracting new industry and new workers, which allows for more jobs and higher wages. One way of doing this is to improve such things as recreation, entertainment, shopping, childcare, healthcare, among other things. These improvements also make for a better life for our current residents. The Constellation of Starke has long-range plans to build on the success of their stellar efforts and to continue to make our communities more desirable places to live. They feel confident that future success will come, partly since all the communities in our county have begun to work together. Their feeling is that together we are better.
Constellation of Starke County, Executive Board, Larry Wicker, and all of you. Congratulations on the Above and Beyond Award. I'm so proud of all the work that you do in the county. Your whole group, all of you guys, I know that you've done work for me before. It's just amazing the amount of care and compassion that you have for this county. I'm so proud that you've gotten the Above and Beyond Award. It's well deserved. Congratulations to all of you for all the hard work and the extra time and effort that you put into the projects that you do on top of your regular jobs of the day-to-day grind. And thank you so much for all you do for all of us. Congratulations, you guys.
Hello, I'm Jackie Ryan, and I was on the Constellation of Starke Executive Committee. And so I'm here just to talk a little bit about what the Constellation of Starke is and how the process impacted my life. The Constellation of Starke is just what we named the region. So that's Knox, North Judson, Hamlet, and all the unincorporated areas like Coons Lake and Bass Lake, San Pierre, Toto, all those other little communities that make up Starke County. And so the purpose of forming this group is just to kind of lift the lines that separate us as communities and show that we exist collectively as a region. And we participated in the Stellar Communities program, and we didn't win it, but we made it to the finalist round. And so we'll be doing some fun things with some of the money that we got from that, and I'll let some of the other members talk about that. But I just had a lot of fun working with it and representing the community I grew up in a positive way.
Hello, I'm Dennis E. Starke. I'm the mayor of Knox, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the Stellar community and how it has impacted the city of Knox and Starke County in general. Going through the Stellar process, I believe that it has brought everybody together in Starke County, all the other little towns in the city and made us a little bit stronger because we do want to go in as a whole as a Starke County. It's not about individual towns and the city. As far as Knox goes, how it has impacted Knox is we actually have a really clear path on what we need to do to make us a better city. If we would have won the Stellar with all the infusion of millions of dollars brought in, we think we could have got there a lot faster and did a lot more than normally what we would have obtained during with our 5-year master plan for the city. So it was a great experience for us, and hopefully we can continue to enjoy the relationships that we have developed with the county and town of North Judson, Hamlet, and Coons Lake and all that.
Hi, my name is Rick Ritzler. I'm the Starke County Highway Superintendent. I'm also one of the county's representatives on the Stellar Communities Committee. The whole entire effort was a great thing. It really brought the communities together, instead of competing against each other, we were competing with each other, and that was a wonderful thing. And that structure is, even though we did not win, that structure still exists, and moving forward, I think that will end up accomplishing many of the goals of the Stellar community, even though we did not win. We were runners-up. We got some money for that for some projects. One of the projects is a trailhead and bathroom building at Bass Lake. It kind of connects the trails that are growing in the county. We have a lot of new trails in the county, which is one of we try to highlight outdoor activities as part of the Stellar, and that's a highlight of that. And really, once we accomplish that project, other projects that were on the Stellar list, if we had one Stellar, will be easier to accomplish. And this is a stepping forward. I think we're going to end up accomplishing most of the things we wanted to do in Stellar, but just not maybe as quickly. But the communication we have, and we're working together, now we're working together on grants and things, I think that's going to be a tremendous thing for the county, and it has been a tremendous thing, and will continue to be. All right.
On behalf of everybody on the executive committee of the Stellar Communities effort, Constellation of Starke, we just want to thank everyone involved for the award and for the recognition. We didn't really do this for the recognition. I know personally we did it because we want to improve our communities, and it was a great opportunity to go after some of the things we're working towards already, but to condense that down into 4 or 5 years as opposed to 10 is what we're looking to do in all of our communities, from Hamlet all the way to Sampier, at Coons Lake to Sampier pretty much. We're all working towards improving the infrastructure, our parks, the engagement with our citizens, things like that. And the big thing they preached was regionalism during all this. So when we can come away with it, with plans for the future of our municipalities and our region, it's just a blueprint for the future, basically. And getting to know all of the representatives and interested people who are on the ground doing the work in these communities is extremely valuable, because now those relationships are already formed. And we put in a splash pad recently where we talked to Denny, Mayor Eastock, and we got a lot of tips from him, a lot of insight from him, and it was extremely valuable going forward. So that regional approach is super important, given we're not on an island. No one community is on an island, and through the Stellar Communities effort, we learned so much about ourselves and about other communities, and we obtained resources and tools that we can now use, for years into the future. And a lot of it was engaging our citizenry too, and getting their input and their aspects of life and what they want to see, what they want to, how they want their communities to develop, and how we can attract new residents, younger families, things like that. So we know there's a lot of work ahead, but this effort was long and arduous, but it was also a pleasure, and learning so much along the way that it's just better equipped us to build the future of our cities, our towns, and our county as a whole.